Living on the lake is most people's ultimate dream, and it can be the best lifestyle ever. And Sudbury, we have plenty of lakes here. So if you're looking to buy a waterfront home here in the Sudbury area, there's a lot you need to know before you make that final decision, because there's a lot of variables, whether it's the septic, the taxes, or even which lake you're on. Some of them you can't even swim. So let's get right into it. So I'm Tristan Ritchie. I'm a realtor here in Sudbury, Ontario. I help people buy and sell real estate in the greater Sudbury area. I love what I do, like making these videos. So if they help you, like, comment, subscribe. Or maybe I'm sending you this because you're a buyer looking at a waterfront home, one of my clients, and I just want you to know all these things before you make a final decision. Number one, not all lakes are equal, especially in Sudbury. So we have 330 lakes within our city borders, which is one of the most in the world. So there's a ton of options, although not every lake is actually swimmable. There's not good fishing in every lake. So you really got to know which ones that you want to live on, what kind of lifestyle you're looking for. You just want the water to look at? Well, there's a few lakes that are known for their history, and they're shallow. So they're like big ponds. So like Minnow Lake, not many people swim in there. When I say not many people, it's not really dangerous. There are some people that do swim, but it's just not very common. It's not known for that. So Minnow Lake doesn't have much streams flowing through it. So the water's not really moving much. They added a fountain that helps a little bit, but that's how you get more, and it's not that deep, so that's how you get more of the bad bacteria in there. And there's many other lakes out there like that, even right here in town, where they're not really lakes that people swim on, but they look great. You got the views, you can go paddle boarding, still some fishing in there, but just be aware. The prices are also a little bit cheaper for those lakes because of that. So you get the views, but not quite the swimmability. Then there's other lakes that are great for fishing, close proximity. Some of them, you don't have a public boat launch, so it's a lot more private, like Lake Nepewan, which is right in town. So those are some of the benefits of some of the lakes. Number two is higher taxes. And the taxes are higher because the value of your house is higher. Being on the lake means your house is worth that much more, and the multiple that they use to calculate the taxes is based on your assessed value. So your assessed value is higher because you're on the lake. But it's funny because often you have less amenities, which leads me to number three, which is you're often on septic and on well water or lake water. So you really got to know the filtration system if you're pulling from the lake especially, but also from a well. Make sure that's in good working order because those can be really expensive to fix. A well can be very expensive to replace as well. But the benefit is you don't have to pay for water, maybe just a couple filters a year. And then on the septic side, again, those can range from 30 to 50 grand to replace nowadays or put a new one in. So you really want to make sure you know the age, and then you're aware on how often you have to pump it. So do you have a big family? Maybe it's every 2 years, or maybe it's a bigger tank so you can wait 4 or 5 years. So there's just questions to ask. Where's the field bed? You can't drive on it. There's all those things that you need to know about a field bed and a septic. Next is property and water restrictions. So you got to know on your property, what are you allowed to build? Some people buy a property and they want to build a sauna right away, right down by the water. Well, you got to make sure that you're within the code of Sudbury. And then sometimes there's the Ministry of the Environment. They have some different rules, different lakes, different shorelines, right? You can't just bring a big dump load of sand and pour it in there, right? Because that could affect the wildlife. So you really need to know which lakes you're buying on and what are the restrictions for that. Sometimes it's just a quick call, or sometimes they have it just online. Just a little bit of research that you need to do. Next up is a little bit higher insurance premiums because you're so close to water. There's a possibility of being in the floodplain, right? Or you are often in the floodplain, depending, again, which lake, which waterways that you're along. Some of them rise more than others. So just be careful, be aware of that. Call before you make your final offer. You go firm just to make sure you're okay with your insurance premium. Last but not least, you pay more, but your resale value is also higher. Lakefront homes have always been a desirable, here's where we want when we retire home, right? So they're always going to keep going up in value. Even though we have a ton of lakes here in Sudbury, they're still very in demand. A lot of people want them, but make sure you're keeping them up to date because the value really drops significantly because when you're selling a home that needs a ton of work on the lake, your price is still high. So a lot of people that are looking they might have that amount of money to pay for that house in that condition, but they don't have enough money to pay for the renovation. So those ones actually tend to sit a little bit, right? And they're often not really a flippable property either. That's it for lakefront homes here in Sudbury. If you're looking to purchase or sell a lakefront home, feel free to reach out anytime. I'd love to help, and I'll see you guys in the next video.